Appreciate the listeners, but before we get into questions, I got one more thing. How have we gone this long and not given a shout out to Beanie Bishop for what he did for the Steelers last
Wow.
night?
I totally look at. I'm exhausted. Okay, if you can't see it in my eyes.
Listen,
I got new quarterback, plenty of conversation. Night game. You go to bed clearly after 2:00. That alarm goes off at 6 a.m. Whether you want it to or not doesn't matter. It's you're rolling. You're rolling this morning. You're just getting through it. This is like cup of coffee 4. It's the big mug too. It's the, this bad boy's thick. Yeah. And we're moving through. Shout outs where shout outs are due here. Okay. On Thursday, we did What's More Likely. I disrespected Beanie Bishop more than once, and I disrespected Van Jefferson probably 70 times. No less than 70 times. Beanie Bishop, shout out, my friend. Shout out to Beanie Bishop. Not one, but 2. And you could say the second one, whatever, probably, but he still got a hand up there, and Garrett Wilson wasn't able to see the ball, and it smacked off his face instead of landing in his hands. And that one's on Beanie Bishop to come up with that. And then the one-handed interception was phenomenal. You could say, oh, that shouldn't. No. Phenomenal interception by Beanie Bishop. Shout out Beanie Bishop, officially a supporter of Beanie. This is exactly, look at, I have been a critic of Beanie Bishop, but I have made one stance very strong this entire time. And that is, there are very clear reasons why you do not get rid of Beanie Bishop, even if he is too young to be on the field. And that is because this kid's got potential, and he's got a ton of it, and he showed a lot of it last night. And to get 2 of them off Aaron Rodgers, whether Aaron Rodgers is old Aaron Rodgers or not, is a great way to start your NFL career. And then Van Jefferson not only caught a touchdown, but was the most wide open person in the NFL for that touchdown. So shout out to Van Jefferson. He will see a mustache at some point, and my wife will be so disappointed, but it will happen. So shout out both of those guys. I mean, that you shut me down, and I am a man of, I will take my L's when they come, and I took 2 big ones, and you got to hope that Beanie and Van do not go on TikTok and see our reels of me trashing them for weeks, because they probably have something to say.
Yeah, 2 things. One, that tip interception, in the wise words of the great Booger McFarland, tips and overthrows, defense, we got to get those. And he got it and took it down to the 1-yard line. And number 2, I will say that first interception was the play of the game in my mind. There were a lot of good plays made. Najee Harris was great. Russell Wilson made a couple moonball throws. George Pickens is a
I was going to say, over the George Pickens.
Because of the importance of it. It is 15-3. The Jets are driving down the field. They have all the momentum. They could score right before half, then take the ball to start the second half. It could have been a 3-score game by the time Russell Wilson got back on the field. Beanie picks that off, and from there, it's over. Steelers dominated every single possession after that. I understand the defense gave up some yards, but blocked field goals, blocked everything, and Lifted One said you got to shout out the guy Danny Smith as well. The Steelers dominated immediately after that Beanie Bishop interception. So he turned the tide of that game. And yeah, he's been bad at times, but he's also made some really good plays at times as well. So yesterday was a great night for the undrafted rookie cornerback. Wanted to make sure we shouted him out.
100%. Shout out Danny Smith, dude. I saw people on Twitter and like national people being like, the Steelers love Danny Smith. I'm like, Danny Smith deserves a statue in the city of Pittsburgh when he's done here. There's no man more beloved than Danny Smith in the Steelers locker room, hands down. And I'm talking you talk to the cafeteria workers, Danny Smith is their choice. Favorite person in Pittsburgh in the Steelers organization. So shout out Danny Smith. Shout out Beanie Bishop. Shout out Van Jefferson. Look, man, I'll take the L on this and I'll feel good about it. So I'm feeling good about that loss. It's a good one to take.